Hey everybody, welcome to I'm Not Crying, You're Crying, the show about anything and everything because it's our show. I'm here with Juan.
Hey.
And Jay.
Hi guys.
And I'm Sean. And this is our theme music. Hey everybody, welcome back. Hey everybody, welcome back to I'm Not Crying, You're Crying, Season 4, Episode 2. I am back with the recently more aged Juan Ledesma and Jay Coe, but even more recently, Jay. I believe Juan, you have a endearing term for the month of August.
No, I don't.
And you don't? You don't have an endearing term for people whose birthdays are in the month of August?
Yeah, it's called August.
Oh, really? Is it? Because I've heard on multiple occasions for Jay's birthday, who just had a birthday, everybody. So happy belated birthday, Jay.
Coast.
Thank you.
That you have called this month Jagus. Is that true? Is that a true fact?
I don't think I've ever called it Jagus, but sure, why not?
I'm not really sure why you're so ashamed now.
No, I honestly don't remember. It's probably old age. I may have said it as a rebuttal for you guys making fun of me about October.
No. You know what? You have named a different month after different people's birthdays. Now, I'm not going to be offended because my birthday is also in August.
Yeah, but you're on the end of August, so fuck you.
That makes you racist for not appreciating mine.
You know, it was me that coined the phrase Juantober. And he doesn't remember because he wants to claim it for his own. That's really why he claims.
How the fuck did you coin the phrase for Juantober?
Because I remember this. It was you, me, and your ex-girlfriend at the time. We were all hanging out and we're planning for your birthday in October. And I was like, hey, what are we doing for Juantober? And he was like, yeah, I like that. Yeah, it's about me.
Yeah, you know what? And you even had my girlfriend at the time, who is now my wife, make T-shirts for you.
Yeah, we did. So we went to the theme park wearing those shirts. Yeah,
and we went to this place to eat a bunch of meat called Gaucho's Village.
Oh, I love Gaucho's Village.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I think
it's so disgusting.
I think you just love meat in your mouth, Juan. But you know what? I think that's part of your ligma condition. I don't know if that's
That's how you celebrate Juantober. You put meat in your mouth.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So, before we get too far into the episode, everybody, remember, help us grow and rate and review us on iTunes because that's how other people find us. That moves us to the top of the algorithm. And we're also on all the socials. So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe.
Can we stop calling it the algorithm and just start calling it Don Cheadle?
No, it's the algae rhythm.
Yeah. I mean, we can, but it won't make sense.
It moves us to the top of the Don Cheadle.
It moves us to the top of the Don Cheadle for the 6 people who watch Space Jam and enjoyed it enough to pay attention to that minute detail. Yes, absolutely.
I showed Space Jam New Legacy to my cousin, and he absolutely loved it.
Oh, wait, hold on. How old is your cousin?
He's 35.
Oh, wait. Really?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Then I feel like I'm just overcritical of everything. Because...
it doesn't take much to get him happy, but like he thought that LeBron's acting was fine, and he said, it was a fun movie.
You know what? Jay, that's beautiful. That's beautiful because you know what that means is that there's just people out in the world who aren't out to just be upset about things. And I wasn't out to be upset about Space Jam, but I mean, I just didn't like it all that much, except for Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle was amazing in it.
It's very, very true.
I have now watched this movie 3 times, and he keeps getting better and better in it.
Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, he was pretty good. So today's episode, we're going to talk about aging. And but before we get into it, I want to talk to you guys about something. So I have a weird question to ask, and I realize that it has nothing to do with what we're talking about. The answer is yes.
Yes.
So I learned through researching some stuff for our show notes that there was a big debate about whether Donald Trump had backwards legs like those aliens.
Oh, the pants thing, right?
And for his contact, it was so fucking weird. I didn't realize that it was even a thing that was going on. And when I read it, I go, you know who knows about this? Juan Ledesma.
I did. I did know about it. It was a big it was a big thing when it first happened, and I didn't realize people were talking about it again until I saw it in last week's show notes, man. But during the presidential debates, some people thought that he had his pants on backwards, and they began to question his mental capacity as a leader. So yeah, it's been a big thing.
I thought he was a part of the hip hop band Crisscross.
Crisscross will make ya
wear your pants backwards and have a presidential debate.
Because he's the Mickey Mac baby.
Yeah, it was such a weird piece of news to come across, and I was just like, and I didn't realize how much truth was behind it, and then it made me realize that like anything is news now. Anything is news, and it's just fucking crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy to think about.
The funny thing is, there's people that probably created conspiracies and fucking theories about his fucking pants that are sitting in a dark basement, and they have hundreds and thousands and millions of followers that are probably eating up that same shit, man.
You know, there's theories that they're keeping JFK's brain in a jar somewhere.
Yes,
I
have heard that. I've heard there's a few people on ice right now. There's Walt Disney, there's JFK. I think
I don't want to sound cold, but wasn't JFK shot in the head?
I mean, that doesn't mean they can't keep his brain.
Yeah, dude.
It doesn't mean they can't.
Where is his brain, Jay? Located on the body.
If I knew that information, I'd probably be dead.
Yeah.
No. Not where the brain is currently, but where is the brain located in the human anatomy?
According to Marilyn Monroe, it was on his dick, so he's fine.
Okay. There you go.
That's a mighty fine brain you got there, Mr. President.
Yeah, I mean, and that's how I understand it. Maybe I'm understanding human anatomy wrong, or maybe she is. I'm not quite sure. But again, I just found it very, very bizarre that like that was even a news story and that it was even a thing. However, if his pants were backwards, I think it'd be more interesting if he had those backwards like knee joints like those aliens from First Contact, because they look backwards road runners. Or like like upside down praying mantises. I think we should investigate this further. Juan, I'm putting you on the case.
On it, boss. On it.
Oh, the Juan files.
I expect a full scientific report about the science of not only the vaccine, but also his legs.
I feel like everything's going to lead back to the chupacabra in Mexico.
Oh, I hope so.
It always does. It always does. The chupacabra is the ringleader, man. The chupacabra is running all these fucking conspiracies.
You know, the thing, I heard about the chupacabra when I was like, I don't know, like maybe 8 or 9. I think it still scares the shit out of me. And listen, it's not real, but what if it is? What if it is?
You don't know if it's not real, man.
You know, when I stopped being afraid of the chupacabra is when I found out that there was a candy named Chupa Chups. So,
and it's a delicious candy.
I just can't take the chupacabra seriously if there's a delicious candy called Chupa Chups out there.
He show up and he's like, you laugh at him like Mike Wazowski. He's like, come on, man. I'm just trying to get some scare to make ends meet. All right. Take it easy, man. Oh, poor guy. He's all poor now.
Chupa Chups. You're Chupa Chups.
Oh,
I'm
man.
no chupacabra. You will fear me. Whatever, Chupa Chups.
That's racist.
I mean, so it's only racist if it's not true.
How is it racist?
Your accent was demeaning to my people.
I think you sound very. Yeah, I think it was a very accurate representation of a chupacabra.
How many chupacabras have you met?
Several over my lifetime.
Then you know they exist, so I don't know why you're afraid. You're afraid anymore.
I've met three, and I've done an accurate impression of one of them.
Yeah.
And he probably thinks it's spot on then.
Well, yeah. So I'm not really sure what you're offended about. Are you offended because you feel like someone should be offended?
I like to be triggered, my friend.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, you can be triggered in the comfort of your own home and that's their own personal business.
You know, that happens when you get older. I am in the
comfort of my own home.
That happens when you get older. You start to get triggered over little things.
Listen, motherfucker, you're older than me.
I know that.
How old are you now?
Juan,
I don't have to disclose my age.
He doesn't. He really doesn't. But what's important, Juan? What's important is that not that long ago you said this. Are you ready? Are you ready, Juan? This is what you said.
Holy fuck! I'm a millennial.
That makes you extremely young, sir. Extremely young for a guy who was denying it.
Fuck
you. But Jay's right. When you get older, you get triggered. There's this stuff that you stop caring about, and there's things that you start caring about.
Mm-hmm.
As you get older. And like, you know, as a kid, I was very afraid of the chupacabra, and I'm still a little nervous because I don't know if it's real or not. But now that I have you guys with me, I'm just very curious. Is there some stuff that still scares you in your old age from your youth?
Yes.
I'm very curious what it is so I can use it as nightmare fuel. I'm ready.
Okay, Freddie.
Well, what are you gonna? I mean, I think Freddie was a pedophile who got burned in a school, right? Is that what happened?
Yes, eventually.
Yeah, he was a child molester that they chased into a furnace, I think.
So now, Juan, I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm hashtag triggered because you called me Freddie, and insinuating that I'm A, a pedophile, and B, burned inside of a school. Yeah. I would like to be referred to as Scary Terry because that's a more accurate representation of me, I think.
From Rick and Morty.
Again, you want me to refer to you from a TV show I haven't seen. So
that's your fault. That's your fault. You're not caught up on the most popular television shows.
I'm fine. Thank you.
You guys have any? Go ahead, Jay. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say, how have you not watched Rick and Morty? I mean,
I tried watching it and I couldn't get into it. The end.
Really? Wow, that's interesting.
The funny thing is, Sean, and I'm getting deja vu over this shit. I feel like we've either talked about this. Sean recommended it. He said it's a show that's right up my alley, my type of humor. I saw it and I'm like, nope, don't like it.
That's such a Morty thing of you to do. It's okay. It's understandable.
Is Morty the young guy or the drunk Doc Brown?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Why don't you watch the show and figure it out?
Yeah.
I could just Google it and figure it out.
Why? Yeah, because that's worked out so well for you on many occasions.
Oh,
so Jay,
the Cliff Notes.
So Jay, you just had a birthday, man. How was it?
That's good.
Now, I mean, without.
It's not like when you're younger and you want to go out and party. It was just
you didn't go to Chuck E. Cheese this year?
That's creepy. No, of course not.
Yeah. He's a grown-ass man. He should not know. Thank God. Yeah, thanks, Jay.
Why would I show up to Chuck E. Cheese and like, hey, it's my birthday. Can I have a party? I'll take a table by myself. That's weird.
Can I play in the ball pit?
Oh, God. Hey, Juan, oh, my God.
Juan, I'm very concerned about you because not only have you insinuated already within the first 10 minutes of us talking that Jay likes to sit alone in children's restaurants, but you've also said that I
never said he likes to sit alone. You're assuming that he has no friends and he's just going to go to Chuck E. Cheese by himself. Maybe he threw a party for himself and said, hey, everybody, let's go to Chuck E. Cheese, motherfuckers, because they have good pizza and swinging entertainment. So now you're making J. Cole seem like a fucking loner. You should apologize. Jay, you are not a loner. I am sorry for Sean's insensitive fucking rant.
No,
Juan, you're making yourself seem like a fucking creep.
No, I am a loner.
He's a lone wolf.
Then he did go to fucking Chuck E. Cheese by himself. And
well, here's the funny thing about when you get older, your circle of friends gets smaller. Like when
just like your testicles.
You would know because they were in your mouth.
Yeah. Hey. He can't help it, Jay. He has that ligma condition. He has to satiate it somehow.
Yeah. He has that weird speech impediment where he likes to mention testicles.
Yeah, he can't help it. It's they're getting a lot more information on the ligma movement right now.
I think there's.
If you would like to help anybody with ligma, please don't hesitate to send a donation to Sean Cantley's home. Thank you.
Juan, if you'd like, I can give you an injection for your ligma.
No, I'm fine. Thank you.
Are you sure?
I am positive, yes. But thanks for offering.
You're positive for Ligma?
Yes.
And both of these?
No.
Oh, okay. Hey, good.
And
Sometimes they come together.
And the stick in your mouth?
Can we get back on track, please?
Sure. Jay, you're saying I'm sorry.
I was saying when you get older, your circle of friends kind of gets smaller and smaller. You know, like when you're younger, you kind of want to hang out with everybody and you want to be accepted by so many different people. But when you get older, you realize that all those people that you try to impress were all stupid, and you kind of, And then
he's right. No, he's right. He's right. And you laugh, Juan, but like we talked about this in the episode about social media. But as a kid, you're just trying to live life and be friends with everybody and like be a part of every social circle. But when you get older, you just stop giving a shit. Yeah. Like for example, I talk to like outside of the two of you, I talk to maybe like 3 other people on a regular basis, and one of them is my wife. So I mean, like, you know what I mean? There's I think Jay's absolutely right.
You know what? I don't know if I agree or disagree, but I think all my life I've always had like a close, small circle of friends. Like there's people I consider friends, but there's not like people that I've.
Hey Juan, I don't mean to cut you off, but based on what you just said, you also agree. You just didn't want to commit to the answer.
I'm saying like even when I was younger, but like since I. In my 20s, I've always had the same close personal circle of friends, but like it's always been like Johnny, Jay, and then you, and it's remained at that. Like I still have friends like Julio and stuff like that, but like the close circle is you guys. I think when I was younger, I did care what people thought about me. And yes, as I got older, it went to fuck it, I don't care. So I agree in that portion, but I think like I don't know if I've always had like a vast circle of friends.
Well, I don't think you've really paid attention. I think you like being around people. You like having people around, but I think you don't notice when people aren't around. Because you're such a social person that you kind of like talk to different types of people that one like you're gonna start to realize that oh my God, that small circle of friends that I had, it's gotten even smaller, because you have your family and you have your that like close circle. Eventually it just gets smaller and smaller as you get older.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. And Juan, I mean, and you should know this. I'll be the first to admit that once I had my daughter and got married, then like that circle outside of there just kind of like it truncated like very, very quickly without me even noticing, because I was like, well, I can go out if I'm not, trying to catch up on sleep. I can go out if I can find a babysitter. I can go out. So like again, outside of the two of you, which I talk to on a regular basis, there's probably like 3, maybe 4 other people. And one of those people is my wife. So again, Juan, I don't think you wanted to commit to an answer. And I think Jay's right, is that you yourself, who self-admittedly is a social butterfly. So when people aren't around, you just kind of fill that void immediately. Do you want to elaborate on that, Juan? Do you have commitment issues? Are you afraid to commit to one friend?
No,
Are you like Will Arnett in the Batman, the Lego Batman movie, where he just kind of, he just kind of fights around. He's not really committed to any one acquaintance.
Who's your Michael Cera Robin?
I think that'd be me. I'm gonna wear this pantsuit. So why are you so upset?
I'm not upset.
Is because you don't understand the reference. Have you not seen Lego Batman?
No, I haven't.
What? Oh my God! What is wrong? Jesus, dude.
Yeah, the other thing as you get older is, again, you stop trying to impress people as much. So then you just stop doing all that stuff that you're trying to do to keep up with the Joneses, so to speak. Unless you're Juan Ledesma, who is always trying to keep up with the Joneses. Juan, you are known for trying to one up people. I'll tell you right now that I have like 5 things, and Juan's like, well, I have 7 things, at least 7. Okay.
No rebuttal. Not even a fuck you. Not even a fuck you.
Yeah. That's okay. Hold on. I got one. Are you ready?
Holy fuck, I'm a millennial.
He must be so triggered he can't even speak right now. Juan, are you still on?
Are you okay,
Yeah, I'm
dude?
still
Are you
on,
okay,
but
dude?
I heard my son crying.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Do you need to leave? I mean,
No.
Yeah.
do you need to leave this circle of friends on the podcast to go deal with your family?
No, seriously.
You guys make it seem like I have this plethora of friends flying around.
No, okay. So I think to Jay's point
Are
is
you
that
getting sad, dude?
No,
because he realizes it's just us. It's just
no.
us.
I've always known it's just you guys. Like my wife is trying to plan my 40th birthday, and she wants to know who to invite, and I go, I don't know, Jay, John, Johnny, and that's it. And then she's like, what about Julio? And I'm like, yeah, you can invite Julio. What about this? I'm like, yeah, you can invite them. But like with me, as long as I have my wife and you guys, I think I'm fine. I don't need like a big bash. Like,
Are you trying to convince?
I do like talking to people and everything, but the fact of the matter is, my circle is you guys.
Yeah, and that's again,
Yeah.
Jay. Thank you for hitting the nail on the head. I appreciate you. So Juan, you just said you had your 40th coming up, which makes you an old millennial. So with that said, what's your favorite birthday? Well, you got one as a kid, like you just the one that like sticks out in your mind.
You know, I was thinking about this in preparation for the show. Every year, I'm not just saying as a kid. I look forward to my birthday, and to the point that yes, I call it Juantober, and I don't give a rat's ass if you guys make fun of me. But every time we get to my birthday, it's just like any other day. But maybe we go do something I really enjoy. It's nothing really special, and I'm trying to think if there was a party or a moment that I truly enjoyed as a kid, and I think that everything was like.
Hey, Juan, I'm going to stop you right there because
that's bullshit, shit. That's bullshit, shit. That's bullshit.
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call bullshit on it, Juan. You want to know why?
Why?
Because every year up until the last couple of years, you try to get as many people together to celebrate your birthday. Again, we made shirts and we sat in a place and ate meat because you had a ligma problem.
How long ago was that?
Listen, we didn't ask about how long ago it was, you old millennial. I'm just saying.
Again,
it's like you.
Again, to be honest, it's like any other day. And we went to a Brazilian restaurant.
Whoa, hold on. You dedicated a whole month to your birthday. You called it Juantober.
Yes. And again, I like making a big deal about it, but when it comes down to it for the actual day, it's just like any other day. It's just we get to do things I may like, and even as a
things
kid,
you may like,
or dude, things that I like.
You are so full of shit right now. You're so full of fucking shit right now.
I mean, look, I've known you long enough to know that during the month of October, you're just like, yeah, let's do this. I like doing this. Let's go see a magic show. Let's go eat a ton of meat. I have a ligma problem.
When did we go see a magic show?
I mean, basically, I came to your house and then you put on the show.
Dude, you're like, when it's your birthday, you're like the king from Hamilton, you know, like.
yeah. I'm like, you're playing Mr. Humble right now. But the truth of the matter is you're like, you're gathering as many people you can to do shit you like to do, which is fine.
You know,
but right now,
just for that, you're uninvited to my birthday party. Fuck you.
That's fine. You're
see. My birthday was like a couple days past, and we're already planning Juan's birthday in October.
And Sean's birthday hasn't even happened.
I know. Look, and again, but hey, you know what? You're right, Juan. You don't really care that much about birthdays, so I guess yes, you're right. Whatever.
You can go talk to my wife. She's having a hard time figuring out my 40th. So.
I mean, well, you still have that ligma problem, so I think if we just take it to eat a bunch of meat, you'll be fine. Tube steak, is that your what is it? Medium rare?
Yeah, I think
extra hard. What is it?
I think the remedy for ligma is a hot beef injection.
Oh, Juan, come on, man. You seem so angry already. The show just started. Come on. How about you, Jay? You have any favorite birthdays?
No, I don't.
You came up with the fucking topics and you don't have your own favorite birthday?
No,
Well, it's okay. It's okay.
I mean,
That's fine.
I like when my birthday happens, and it comes and goes. I'm happy when people say happy birthday to me. If I get, when I was a kid, and I would get gifts, and it was just like this. It was just this attention all day, attention on you because it was your birthday, and like I like when people sing the happy birthday song to me, I get uncomfortable. It's just not like
It's weird.
the type of spotlight that I want. It's like, oh, they're celebrating, that you didn't die, when you came out, like.
Yeah, there's one guy that I met a long time ago, probably over 20 years ago now, and every year on my birthday, he will send me a message that says, "Hey, congratulations on another trip around the sun," because he's like, he's just because he knows, that's it. There's no other reason, and so like. Yeah, like it's weird to have someone sing happy birthday to you if you go to a restaurant or even your family, because there's like all the attention's on you, and like what if they're wrong, like they're singing off key.
Yeah,
you can't really. Yeah,
you just have to take it. You just kind of have to take it. On the flip side, though, I'd like to sing happy birthday to someone who doesn't want them to have someone sing happy birthday to.
It's like making people uncomfortable.
Because I know how uncomfortable it is.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what to do with my hands. You got to stand there for like the 2.5 minutes and pray that they're going to get to your name sometime soon.
You have to just smile. You have to smile and take it. Like someone's singing a song at me.
It's true. It's true. Personally, I don't think I have any like favorite birthdays that stand out to me. However, I do think that I have there's a mark in my adulthood where. Like my birthdays were controlled 100% by me, like what I did, because I just like to do nothing on my birthdays. I don't want to do anything. I spend the entire year doing stuff. Like even if it's little stuff, I just like to do nothing, and then go eat a hamburger, hot dog, or a slice of pizza, because those are the 3 foods that I love.
Yeah, I hate when your birthday's coming up and they ask you, what do you want to do? Oh, I have to plan it. I have to plan all of this stuff now.
It's like, I got to figure this out too. Look, can I just be bored and sit on my ass all day? It's great.
So what's the one birthday tradition that you guys like to do? Like you said, do nothing, but is there the one thing that you look forward to every year that you're like, I could say we could do this, and can't really say no because it's my fucking birthday.
I used to always want to have like a barbecue on my birthday, and
we did that for many years.
Yeah, and then the pandemic screwed that over, and so that's not happening for a while. And I'd like to have a couple drinks, but as you get older, you don't want to drink in excess. Yeah,
it's like harder to get up the next day. I was like working with a bunch of kids. They're like, "Oh yeah, I went out and power drink," and I go, "How the fuck are you even alive right now?" If I tried to do that, I would have to call in sick.
Yeah.
However, I do remember in my youth like going, all right, I was up to 2 a.m. I fucking drank 2 Monsters and came into work and like survived somehow. I don't remember.
Dude, I remember I blacked out. And then I made it home, and then I went to work the next day, and they told me that I had called in sick.
dude, there was one night, this guy was throwing a party down the street, and I was like so wasted. I got home and I threw up in my bushes, and like right before I walked into my door. And my dad wakes up in the morning. It's like 4 a.m. He gets up and he's like, someone threw up in the bushes. I go, yeah, it must have been one of those crackheads came in and like threw up in the bushes. It's like, yeah. Either my dad was playing coy and he knew that like fuck his that stupid son just got wasted and threw up in the bushes, or he was like to this day probably thinks some crackhead threw up in the bush.
I think that's when I realized I was getting older, because you hit the nail on the head. I used to be able to do 30 minutes of sleep and wake up like so refreshed. And as I got older, I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I need my sleep. And when I realized I was super fucking old is back in 2018. My wife and I went to Vegas, or maybe 2019. Everything's a blur. And I go, I have one more let's get fucked up Vegas trip in. And we went to Vegas and I drank moderately, even in my mind when I'm like, I could drink more. I didn't drink more. Or if I did, I think my tolerance was higher, but definitely didn't get like blackout wasted or anything. And I was more thankful for it because I knew I wouldn't be able to survive with the hangover.
So Juan, you mean to tell me that you had 2 drinks and fell asleep at 9 a.m. in Vegas?
Not 9 a.m. You mean 9 p.m.?
I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, fine. 8:30 p.m.
More than likely. I don't know, man. Maybe. Yeah. Don't know. But remember, you and I had like this epic get drunk in Vegas, and to the point where I woke up the following day and you had gotten us McDonald's, and I thought you had spiked the fucking Diet Coke.
Yeah, you're bearing the lead. So Jay, we went to Vegas and we were out drinking. Went to go see the.
We went to Fremont and started drinking in the La Bayou.
Yeah, but we went to a show called The Rat Pack Is Back, and so there we drank Jack and Cokes the entire night. So that the next morning he's like, "Oh, I'm hungry. No, I want McDonald's." So I go down to McDonald's. And he looks at me because I have done this before, and he goes, "Hey, motherfucker, did you spike this Coke?" I go, "No." He's like, "Well, it still tastes like Jack and Coke because you were still drunk." He was still drunk the morning he woke up.
Yeah, that night was like a true like hangover type thing because we didn't remember how we got to the hotel. We knew we drove, and
oh, that's horrible. Hey, listen, we got to be responsible. We didn't do that.
I knew Sean was drunk because he was. We knew Sean was drunk because
so you blacked out.
Both him and I were dancing with the hobo and hugging the homeless guy. We got pretty effed up, and I think either Sean or I had won like $50 on the slots because we had a $50 voucher for slots in the car. Yeah. And I think it was for my birthday too, wasn't it?
It was for Wantober, not for the day of your birthday. We didn't just go there for a day. You're like, yeah, man, for Wantober, we're gonna go to Vegas and take over because it's Wantober. Again, you try to act like your birthday's not a big deal, but it's a big deal to you, and that's okay. That's okay.
You're like one of the girls from Mean Girls. Like if they don't even acknowledge that it's your birthday, you get really upset. Oh, but you're like, it's no big deal.
Like I will tell you this. Like I don't think if we don't do a big celebration and everything or anything, I won't get upset. It's not may. I will get my feelings hurt if you're someone I consider close to me or a family member and you don't wish me a happy birthday. Like I remember being like in Mexico, I think.
Of course.
Maybe 14, 15 years old. Nobody had wished me a happy birthday. It was like I felt bad. Like it was like any other day. My little brother, of course, wished me a happy birthday, but that's when my dad was over here in the States, and it was just Lionel and I, my little brother and I. And then my older brother called me to wish me a happy birthday, and I started bawling because he was the only one that remembered. And then eventually more people called me, and they're like, "Oh, we thought you guys would be out gallivanting, and that's why we never called you." Because we used to.
It's really sad that that's the birthday that you remember.
Yeah.
Where no one wished you a happy birthday until like the very end.
Yeah,
I was a kid, man.
Yes, but that's like a TV special. That's like literally. I think that's the plot of Pretty in Pink. Are you Molly Ringwald? Is that what's happening right now?
Yeah, I feel like that's the beginning of like a Pixar movie.
It's like, no one wish me happy birthday. So now you just live in a land of infinite no birthdays until you learn that birthdays aren't that important.
Yeah, remember the movie Inside Out, that land where all the memories died?
One memory.
I have not seen Inside Out.
Oh well, just so you know, one of your core memories is you not being wished happy birthday as a child.
Oh yeah, and then Bing Bong came in.
Yeah. Juan, I'm very confused by you right now, if I'm being honest. Is there, as Jay mentioned earlier, there's just certain stuff you just start to give less shits about as you get older. Is there something in particular you guys can remember really caring about as a kid, and then as an adult, you're just kind of like, I don't even know why I gave a shit about that.
Piñatas and the goodie bag.
Piñatas and the goodie bag. Those are the best part of any birthday party.
You were really passionate about piñatas and goodie bags.
I used to love going to birthday parties and whacking the piñata and getting my goodie bag. And because I was always the heavy big kid, I love being able to grab as much candy as possible because I would throw myself on top of the candy and just do a reverse snow angel into my body and then have the biggest pile.
You're very proud about that, huh?
Yeah.
That's really the saddest thing about like birthdays and Christmas, like when you're a kid, it's like this event, but as you start to get older, it's not as great anymore because the gifts that you'd start to get when you'd get older, they're not as great and not as thoughtful. And, you're just like starting to move into that insignificant phase because there are newer, younger kids that are a lot cuter than you, and they get all the gifts and attention.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, man, you're sitting there on Christmas Day and your nephew gets like a Nintendo Switch. You're like, motherfucker, I wanted a Nintendo Switch, but instead I got socks. Don't get me wrong, I love socks. I do love socks, but I mean, why did I watch this 8-year-old get ready to break this expensive device? Like, he's not going to take care of it. Give it to me. Yeah.
He doesn't know the value of it yet.
He doesn't know he doesn't. I mean, give him the socks. He's going to put a hole in those socks in a week anyway. It doesn't matter. But Jay's right. It's like, there's just like certain holidays and stuff. They just kind of mean less, However, I will find that in my old age, I appreciate, and maybe because I have a child that, during Christmas and birthdays that I find it a lot more fun to make sure that my daughter's having fun or to watch her open up stuff.
Yeah.
For example, we got her a Nintendo Switch, and she like she could give two shits about everything else she opened until she opened up the Nintendo Switch. She was like, "Oh my God, this is the thing I wanted." I was like, "Okay, great," because sometimes kids can be fucking ungrateful, and I realize in hindsight as I talk about like all the things I got as a kid that someone was probably thinking that was the best gift they could have ever possibly given me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I got I got a birthday gift from my grandma one year. I was a kid, and it was very thoughtful. It was a very thoughtful gift. She got me a T-shirt, and it was supposed to have my name on the back of it, but it didn't have J. It had the word gay on it. Like.
Well, so I mean, but did you wear it?
I mean, I wore it once to school because I didn't have much clothes to wear, so I had to wear something. But she had a thick Filipino accent, and I imagine that she went to the T-shirt person and asked them to make this T-shirt, and the guy went, "You want me to put what on the back of this T-shirt?"
Okay. If that's what you want, well, you know what? More power to you.
That's when I realized I didn't care for gifts as much anymore.
Was that the moment? It's funny because I have lost.
Well,
I have lost many a gift after the first wearing.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, when you're young and you envision like this perfect gift. And like in A Christmas Story, when he wanted the Red Ryder BB gun, and throughout the whole movie he didn't get it till the end. He got it, but as a kid you envision like this perfect gift that you want for either your birthday or Christmas, and then you don't get it, and then they give you something totally weird or something that you never would have asked for in your entire life, and you're like, I mean, as you get older, you're like, well, it's nice that they thought of me in that way. And then, but now it's just like, if I want something for myself, I'll just go out and buy it for me.
Yeah, it's true. I actually, in my old age, I now invite those gifts that say, I know absolutely nothing about you, because when I get those types of gifts, I go, okay, maybe this is something I can figure out that's going to be useful for me later, or something I didn't know I was going to be into. It might trigger something inside of me, or it might be a useless thing I'll leave in a drawer somewhere. And someone will go, man, I really wish I had this penny shiner. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I have a penny shiner somewhere in my garage. Hold on, and that'll be the thing that I use. But no, yeah, Jay's right. I mean, when you become an adult, I just go buy whatever I want. So yeah, I got to be jealous of this kid getting a Nintendo Switch for fucking free on Christmas. But that's fine. I'll just go to fucking KB Toys, which doesn't exist anymore, I realize, and buy myself a Nintendo Switch.
Wow, KB Toys.
Really aged yourself, man.
Oh, I mean, we couldn't afford Toys R Us. KB Toys, man.
KB Toys. KB Toys was a little bit more expensive than Toys R Us.
Well, they're just in the mall.
KB Toys had a layaway program.
Yeah, yes, they did. So did Walmart and all these other places. Did they?
Yeah,
dude. My dad still has stuff on layaway at KB Toys.
You better get that stuff out of there soon.
I think I got a Nintendo that's on layaway.
Oh man.
So what is the oddest or the weirdest or the present that says, I know absolutely nothing about you that you actually really came to love and enjoy?
So as my family's like tech person, so whenever they're trying to think of to get me something, they never know what to get me. So one year, my dad got me this is like 10 years ago, but he found some floppy disk, like some 3.5 inch floppies, not the like the 7-inch like legit floppies. And he goes, oh, he's like, hey, son, you like technology here? And I go, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. None of the computers I have are going to use these things. So I end up turning them into coasters, because that's really all they're good for. Well, I mean, what else was I going to do with these things? Like, I didn't have a drive. Like, this is like 10 years ago when like everything was on CD. But again, my dad he was trying to do a nice thing and get me a gift.
What about you, Jay?
Oh, I want to hear yours first because I'm still thinking of mine.
I'm trying to think of mine. To be honest, It
wasn't like a magic set you got one time from your friends who all got pitched in together and got you a box.
That's,
I'll say
something
this.
that I enjoyed.
Yeah, that's what
you're talking about. The
True
Astonishment magic trick. That we all know anything that's magic related, I enjoy. Even my wife, who has a hard time buying gifts for me for Christmas, birthdays, anniversaries, she knows she's pretty safe purchasing magic tricks or magic books for me, even if it's a trick or a book that I may not like, because then I end up seeing how the trick is done and grow my knowledge on magic. Or 99.9% of the time, even if it's a trick, I go, man, that's a dumb trick I wouldn't have bought for myself. I learn it and I love it, and it becomes part of my repertoire that I'll forget about.
You're not an easy person to get a gift for, dude.
Yeah, tell that to my wife. She definitely struggles. Like, our anniversary is coming up, and she's mad because it's gotten to the point where I have to, as the year progresses, for anything, she wants me to tell her stuff that I like so she can start making a list. So when we have these holidays or birthdays or stuff like that, she knows to go to the list. But the problem she has is she's an enabling wife and allows me to buy whatever the fuck I want. So half the stuff that's on that list, I already own.
But here's the thing about you. You don't like anything.
The fuck is that supposed to mean? I do like things, man.
Yeah, you
not like things more than you like.
Yeah,
things,
you like two very specific things. Are you ready?
Yes.
Magic and Disney. No, you used to like food. You used to like food, and then you went and fixed that problem. Jeez, this guy. But no, it's Magic and Disney. Everything else is like whatever. That's stupid. So if it's outside of those two things, there's not really much else. I mean, and Disney covers a very wide umbrella, including
I'm sorry, but you make it seem like I'm an ungrateful fuck if people give me a present that is not magic or Disney.
Have you never met you before?
Well, have you ever seen yourself when someone gives you a gift?
No.
Okay, then.
Oh, here's my best impression. It goes like this. Oh.
That is a very spot on impression.
Oh, shit. I'm a dick.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's unappreciative?
Yeah, and then you have this awkward conversation where they go, "Oh, you don't like it? No, it's good." And your voice gets really high because you don't want to hurt their feelings.
I'm a dick. Thank you for pointing that out.
Hey, Juan, it seems like this episode has been exposing you on a lot of different things. Are you going to be okay?
Yeah.
I feel like you're a liar.
Yeah. Just don't buy me shit for my birthday.
I wasn't
Unless
planning
it's
to.
Disney or magic related.
Again,
or a bag of meat.
yeah, to help cure that ligma.
It used to be if we showed up with a bag of meat and a case of beers, you were like, "Oh, dude, like it was on," you know?
Yeah, that's one thing I did like doing for my birthday. I like barbecuing, and people like didn't understand the fact that it was my birthday and I wanted to be the one barbecuing, and they wanted to jump in, and it would piss me off. And this year, my wife is like, "We're gonna throw. It's your 40th. It's a big one." And the only request I said is, I don't want a barbecue. I don't care. If I'm gonna not be forced, but if you're gonna throw a party for my 40th, I want to be able to enjoy it. And if I barbecue, I'm gonna be the host and not be able to enjoy it.
So you want to go to a place where they will serve you?
No, she's inviting people over to the house. We're gonna break in the tiki bar, and that's
you want to go where everybody knows your name?
Yes. The Enchanted Tiki Bar.
I'm in Cheers. I'm in Cheers, but you know what? Sure, is that a thing?
I will be once I'm done with the room.
Was Ted Danson in the Enchanted Tiki Bar?
He was in my dreams. Old Ted Danson.
Old Ted Danson?
Yeah, he's more dapper now that he's old.
He's always been dapper.
He's more dapper now. I want Ted Danson, good place Ted Danson. I don't want Cheers Ted Danson.
Oh.
So Juan, JD, are you at the get off of my lawn stage of your age right now? Like where all this shit that the
I've
youth
been at
does?
that, man. Come on.
You just got a lawn
no,
like 2 years ago.
No, I'm at the, oh God. You know, like I'm at that stage
Yes.
where you're like,
Yes.
you know, where people just start either complaining about something or they start spouting out a bunch of political or religious rhetoric, and I'm like, oh God, you know, like
Yes.
it's like I'm at that point where I've heard it before. I really don't want to sit through it again.
Yes, I think that's exactly where I'm at. Where like, you know, I got, yes, just like you described, but I think it's even worse when I see kids who are going to do some stupid shit, and I'm just like, oh fucking God, really? And then I go, well, I get it because I used to be me, but I just mean like, oh fucking God, really? I have to deal with this now. It's my problem. This is bullshit. I don't appreciate it.
I'm not at that stage where I'm like mad at where like, you guys need to, you know, get out of here and stop with all that bullshit and blah blah blah.
Not yet.
I'm
Not
like,
yet.
I see it, but I'm like, oh God.
You know, I will say this. I think I've been at that stage even before homeownership. I think, like you point out, I like to complain and be angry about stuff. So I've been at that stage. But now that I am forced to interact with neighbors or deal with neighbors, I am even more at that stage. Like 4th of July, they were setting off illegal fireworks, and I was pissed. And then I thought, this was me like 5-7 years ago. I had illegal fireworks. I set them off. But now that I'm trying to sleep and I hear fucking civil war going on, or have the fear of they're setting them off too close to my house. What if it lands in my backyard and sets off a fire or something like that? And it pisses me off. Loud parties piss me off. Everything pisses me off.
I mean,
the old man screaming at the clouds.
Are you sitting on your front lawn with your cane, yelling at kids walking down the street, playing their mumbo jumbo music as they walk down the street?
Not yet, but give me a year. Give me a year.
Just a year? I mean, you're just turning 40, buddy. You're not turning 97.
He's gonna be Clint Eastwood in that that movie where he was a racist old guy.
Gran Torino.
Gran Torino, yeah.
Yeah.
This 40th birthday is going to be a very special birthday because some people didn't think I was going to live to be 40th, and I'm going to go take a shit on their desk.
You had medical intervention, but I'm going to need you to.
I don't think anybody didn't think you were going to make it to 40. I think all bets were like, hey, the odds aren't looking in your favor, but no one was like, oh, he is definitely not making it to 40, you know?
No. Sean and I know one individual that said that I wasn't going to make it to my 40th. And we made a bet that if I make it to 40, I was going to take a dump on their desk and they couldn't say or do or complain about shit because they made that.
What a dickhead bet to make.
Yeah. Also, Juan, if you want to help me out, I did have February 22nd, 2022 in the pool. So if you want to help me out,
it doesn't matter. I'm going to be past 40 already. And let's face it.
Yeah, I know.
I mentioned it in the previous podcast that I never thought I was going to live past 25 because of my lifestyle. And as the years progress, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to live longer. And now, hopefully, I do live longer.
You act like you were a drug addicted guitarist. You know, like
no, but I overate, smoked, and drank. Come on, man, that was not the healthiest. I mean, I think my older brother told me or said it best. You can't enjoy all the vices. Pick one: overeat or smoke.
Dude, there was only like 3 vices. There's so many other different vices out there.
Are you?
That have damaging effects, more damaging effects.
Yeah, man. Are you sucking dick for coke?
No, Bob Saget, I was not. But
are you doing meth?
No. Well, isn't Adderall considered like speed now? Like,
I mean, I wouldn't know.
I mean, it's very controlled.
Well, it's not like I take Adderall twice a day, so fuck you.
It's not like they made it in a basement.
Yeah, it's not some guy wearing a little hat calling himself the danger. I'm just saying, Juan, that when you get ready to talk to this individual, that you need to watch Gran Torino and do your best Clint Eastwood impression. In fact,
you still need to make it to October.
That's also true. I mean, listen. Well, he needs to make it to February 22nd, 2022. That's what he needs to make it to. If you'd be so kind, Juan. Juan, do you have I feel like you're very angry in this episode. I feel like you're a little dejected because we called you out very early in the episode about you not really caring.
Plus, I'm also tired, and you're a fucking dick.
Hey, we're all tired, dude.
Yeah,
I have a question.
Yeah,
go for it.
Do you guys have like an old man moment in your lives that you're like, oh, this is such an old thing to do?
What's yours, and then while we think of ours.
I think my old man moment is pretty recent. I decided not to go past as far as social media, not go past Instagram. So I'm not doing Snapchat or TikTok because I feel like it's stupid and it's a waste of time.
You know what, Jay? I'm having the opposite of that moment. My old man moment is trying to keep up with everything, but not really understanding what's happening on anything. It's I took a Snapchat photo and it should still be there. How come you can't see it? I sent it like 2 days ago.
I'm pretty sure if I say I don't know any old man moment, you guys will bring up a bunch of them because I'm sure they're out there. So why don't you guys bring it up?
Sure, Juan, we'll go ahead and do your job for you. That you have horrible memory and you only care about yourself. You also enjoy consistency because otherwise you'll forget things.
Do I really enjoy consistency?
God, you're like the dumbest egomaniac I've ever met, you know?
Well, he wants someone to tell him.
Do I really enjoy consistency?
Have you never met you?
I honestly don't think I enjoy consistency.
You're a lying sack of shit, and I'm going to call you out right now. You are the kind of person who will kidnap somebody in their own fucking car to go do something that you want to go do because you always go do it.
I've never kidnapped anybody in their own fucking car.
You're like a serial killer for fun. You know, like
yeah. It's like you listen. You go.
How's that an old man moment? I fail to see it.
When I was growing up, my grandpa would get up every morning at 6 a.m. He would do his chores outside, and he would get up, and then he would be done.
That's being on a schedule. I am not on a fucking schedule, man.
And then he would have his breakfast.
I am not on a fucking schedule. Fuck you.
Eggs and bacon. Same thing every single day.
I'm OCD about certain things, but I am not.
Hey, so OCD requires what thing, Juan? Usually people with the OCD like things to do what? They like them to be the same every single time. Is that different from consistency? I'm just curious. Jay, can I get a second opinion? Would you say that the same thing every single time and consistency, would that be roughly the same? Am I mincing my words here?
I think you are correct, Sean. And Juan, you said it yourself. You get upset when people that you find close don't wish you happy birthday. It gets you upset, because they're breaking that consistency of tradition. And you're the one who preaches tradition every year. Like, oh, it's been a tradition that we always do this. That's something that you always say, and I can quote you every year. You say it. It's consistent.
So I would like an apology, in writing, on Instagram so that Jay can see it.
Fuck you.
Okay, thanks. Thanks, old man Ledesma.
We can add that to the montage of part 2.
Yeah, we can. There's plenty. There's plenty where that came from. Just from this episode alone. Well, Juan, it sounds like you are at the same place you're at whenever we get to the end of the episode, which means it must be time for the gauntlet. So last week's gauntlet was the best movie quotes round 1. Now we put the poll up, and Jay, I realized that you never feel like you have a lot of connective tissue to these gauntlets because you always lose. But in this scenario, your quote came out on top. And for those who don't remember what Jay's quote is, here it is right here.
My calculations are correct. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious shit.
Thanks, Juan. When this baby hits 88 miles an hour, you're going to see some serious shit. Which again, if you remember, it was a very cocky move on Doc Brown. He was like really showboating his dick on this episode.
Oh, such a dope quote, man.
Yeah, but here's the thing. So now it beat out my quote of "Get your hands off me, you damn dirty apes," which I'm not even gonna play because who wants to hear that again? Nobody. And it beat out Juan's quote of "We're gonna need a bigger boat." But now your quote goes on to defend its title against these two quotes. Juan, I'm going to go ahead and play your quote first.
But John, if the Pirates of the Caribbean breaks down, the pirates don't eat the tourists.
Juan, did you hear that?
No.
You're getting old, buddy. It's a Pirates of the Caribbean. It's from Jurassic Park. It's said by Dr. Ian Malcolm. That's Jeff Goldblum's character.
Yes, that is correct.
And that is yes, but in some year stated.
I think he says 1956 instead of 1955. Yes.
Sure.
The pirates didn't eat the tourists, John.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And then my quote is actually from The Matrix. It is from the scene
where... You are the chosen one.
No, will you let me... Will you? This is why no one takes you nowhere, Juan. This is exactly why.
Take the blue or the red pill.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and share my quote.
Will we be able to hear it?
Well, clearly you will not. That's fine. So this is the scene in The Matrix where Morpheus is explaining to Neo to free his mind, to let it all go.
You are the chosen one.
It's just the one. But here it is right here.
You have to let it all go, Neo. Fear, doubt, and disbelief. Free your mind.
And right after this, he like jumps off a fucking building and jumps all the way across. It's fucking great. I fucking love The Matrix, but you guys knew that already. So Jay, your Doc Brown quote goes on to defend his title versus these two quotes, one from The Matrix and one from Jurassic Park. Let's see how this turns out.
Hell yeah, dude.
So with that said,
are you done, Juan?
Yeah.
No,
Are you done?
I can go for a little bit longer if you want.
Stick to the script, bro.
Hey, yeah. Hey, well, you
done?
just. Yes.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, I'm fucking done. I'm sorry. Oh, fuck you.
Okay. Hey, Juan, that's great to hear because you know what? It's time to go. Everybody, tell us about a story from your youth or things that just get on your nerves as you get older. Because we're all getting older, Juan especially. He can't hear anything that's happening right now.
I peaked.
Tell us about it. We want to know. Juan, tell them where they can find us.
Instagram. That's it, because Jake only sees Instagram. No,
that is correct.
No. Yeah, just Jay finds us on Instagram. Where can everybody else find us?
They can find us on Facebook, Instagram, anywhere you get your podcast, Anchor. You can write to us at INCYCSHOW@gmail.com. Leave us a voicemail on Anchor or just text us if you have our number. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. We need you guys. And we have merchandise still.
Again, Juan, you didn't follow the damn script.
I don't
remember I changed the script, Juan, where you're supposed to say, and I quote, remember to rate and review us on iTunes. It helps us grow. And you can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You're getting old, man. You're getting old. With that said, everybody, have a good night. Yes, fuck me. Yes, for wanting you to promote the show in a way that helps us.
It's past my bedtime. Consistency. I'm on a schedule, man.
Your mom's on a schedule.
And my mom's dead. She's been on the schedule for the last 30 years, asshole.
Oh my God.
Well, actually, she was off the schedule 30 years ago.
I think I peaked.
Good night,
again.
everybody.
Happy birthday, Jay.
Yes. Yes. Happy birthday, Jay. I hope you had a peaceful birthday full of all the things that you wanted to do.
I'm glad that the people at the retirement home let you out.
I celebrated with Jay. It's Juan's period.
Oh, hold on. Let me. He's here.
Hello, Juan. It's me, your period.
Yeah, he was here for your birthday. Well, Jay, happy birthday, everybody. Good night. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Good night.
Thank you, guys. Good night.